At the time of Moses, there was an evil king in Egypt. The Jewish people were slaves and treated badly. God looked upon the Jews with compassion. He was preparing Moses to lead them. God wanted Moses to leave Egypt and go into the desert. God would teach him and prepare him to lead the people of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. Exodus chapter 2. Moses delivers 7 girls from the bullies.
Quit picking on girls.
After 40 years in the desert, God sent Moses back to Egypt. The king knew Moses. Moses had been an outstanding military leader in Egypt. But God's training was much better. Exodus 5:1. Moses and Aaron went before Pharaoh and said,
Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Let my people go.
Exodus 7:10. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and did as the Lord had commanded. Aaron threw down his rod before Pharaoh and his servants, and it became a serpent. One of the gods the Egyptians worshipped was a frog god. They believed it helped them have babies. God caused frogs to swarm out of the water and jump all over the beds of the Egyptians. The 7th plague was hailstones. One the size of a baseball hit the sky. The knot on his head only lasted until the evil Pharaoh was drowned in the sea chasing the children of Israel. After the 10th plague, the Pharaoh let Moses and the children of Israel go. This last plague was the death of the first child born to every family. God had warned the Egyptians. God led the people by a glory pillar of fire at night so they could travel at night. The children of Israel crossed through the Red Sea on dry land. The Egyptians drowned. This mighty miracle was from our God who works wonders, even today. Angels blowing trumpets went with Moses and the people of God. Exodus 23 verse 28. God sent hornets to sting the enemies who fought against his people. The hornets were from God, so they knew what they were doing. Bezalel looking at the angel sculptures that he made for the glory of God. The instructions came from God. He told Moses and Bezalel exactly what he wanted. God placed Moses in the rock and spoke with him. God told Moses what to write. The books of the Bible are what God has chosen to say to mankind. Exodus 36. Moses receives his most memorable offering for the building of the tabernacle. The 2 stone tablets that God had written on were put in the container under the statues of the angels. God had written the 10 commandments on the stone tablets. Exodus 38 verse 8. And he Bezalel made worship items of the mirrors of the women.
I don't need 12 of these mirrors.